Hello students, welcome to JRF with Ria. Today we will discuss about the methods of research. This is the part 3 video of research aptitude. The first is classification of research method on the basis of logic. There will the deductive method. In the deduction approach, we start from the theory and try to prove it right with the help of available information. It is additionally also named as top-down or general to specific methodology. It involves 3 steps: state the hypothesis, collect information to check the hypothesis, make the choice to acknowledge or dismiss the theory. And the next is inductive method. This approach also involves the following 3 steps: observe the different phenomena, make a search for a pattern, make a generalization about what is occurring. It is also termed as a bottom-up approach or specific to the general approach. The next classification of research method on the basis of the process, that is quantitative method. Estimation of the amount is trailed by quantitative research. It is relevant to phenomena that can be stated in terms of quantity. It involves collecting and converting data into numerical forms. We can do statistical calculations and draw conclusions. It is similar to a deductive approach. The next is qualitative method. It is worried about subjective marvels. For example, wonder identifying with or including quality or kind. For instance, where we are keen to exploring the explanations behind human conduct, we very discuss inspiration research, a significant sort of qualitative research. It is basically inductive in nature and has a very different structure. The research starts with a tentative idea or questions, and these questions become more specific with progress in research. The next classification of research method based on objectives. They are descriptive research. It is a quantitative research method. In basic word, descriptive research is tied in describing the phenomenon, watching and making inference from it. The reality of discovering request and the field studies are the primary substance of descriptive research. The fundamental attributes of this strategy are that the specialist has no power over the factors. He can just report what was occurred or what's going on. The types of descriptive research. First is survey study. Survey research is the branch of social scientific investigation that studied large and small population by selecting and studying samples choose from the population to discover the relevant incidents. The next is ex post facto research. In this kind of research, the independent variable of variables have already occurred in which the research starts with observation of a dependent variable or variables. The next is historical research. It is similar to ex post facto research. It normally focuses on the historical part of an issue of interest or problem. The next is analytical research. In this research method, the research uses fact or information already available in endeavors to make a basic assessment on the material. Now coming to the correlation method. The purpose of this research is to explore whether there is any relationship of interdependence between two variables or characteristics and to ascertain the degree of such relationships. The value of correlations research is to discover relationship among phenomena with a view to predicting and in some situations controlling their occurrence. The next is explanatory research. It attempts to answer how and why between two aspects of a situation or a phenomena. For example, why examination related stress lead to rote learning, why and how stress lead to heart disease, etc. The exploratory research. It is generally done at the beginning of the research. It is attempted to investigate a territory where little is known or to examine the potential outcomes of understanding a specific research study and is much the same as plausibility study or pilot study. It endeavors to explain why and how there is a connection between at least two parts of a circumstance. The experimental research. An experimental research has 3 characteristics as follows. All autonomous variable is controlled. All the other variables except independent variables are held steady. The effect of manipulation of the independent variable on the dependent variable is observed. It begins with a question concerning the relationship between two or more variables. Simultaneously, the researcher develops one or more hypotheses to state the nature of the expected relationship. The experiment is the event planned and carried out by the researcher tries to get evidence. The next classification of research method on the basis of application. Fundamental or basic or pure method. A research which endeavors constant and patient endeavors to find something new to enhance the human information in a principal design is known as essential research. This type of research helps in creating theories by finding broad generalization and principle. It is sorted out through various procedures of a research like sampling, hypothesis, fact, etc. Fundamental research can take shape in two different ways: discovery of a new theory, development of existing theory. The next is applied research. Fundamental research set principle and applied research utilize those principles to know the problems with the best possible manner. This type of research is based on the application of known theories and models to the actual operational field of populations. Applied research is done to solve explicit useful inquiries comforting the general public. It can be utilized for approach detailing, organization and comprehension of a wonder. The next classification of research method on the basis of concept. They are conceptual research. It is commonly utilized by philosophers and scholars to grow new concept or to reinterpret the current concept. It is identified with some unique thought or hypothesis. The next is empirical research. It depends on experience or observations alone, which is without due regards for system and theory. It is data-based research that comes up with conclusions that are capable of being verified by observations or experiments. The next is action research. Action research, the term activity examined, was begun during the 1940s by Kurt Lewin, a German-American social therapist who is broadly viewed as the originator of activity research. Activity research signifies learning by doing. It alludes to a wide assortment of evaluative, explores, and systematic research techniques intended to analyze issues or shortcomings and help specialists to create feasible answers to address. The feature of action research: situational and problem-solving perspective, intervention in the real world, adoption of alternative practices, immediate problematic situation, goal of social science, collaborative and participatory, and co-learning. The action research processes. First is planning. The first thing to do is to analyze the problem scientifically in the specific perspective in which the problem has emerged. The next is action. After the planning stage, in which all the procedures of investigation have been determined, comes to the action research. The researcher has to administer tools to collect data and information. Systematic analysis has to be done. Results have to be recorded. The next is observation. Observation has to be objectively done without any presuppositions. The detailed observation, monitoring and recording enable you to report your findings to others. And the next is reflection. Once the results have been obtained and analyzed and conclusions are drawn, you are ready to initiate change in your teaching strategy. It is also aimed at adopting a new method. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and keep learning.